Uachtarán Geoghegan agus a Ghine Uisle. While mar dús má bhuichas lacha le EBN a socht Queen chuide thuairt chum a bhain seo tróna ag an ggógáil bliantúil seo. And Joe will translate that because he speaks Irish as fluently as I do. This event and the theme of applied innovation, the smart entrepreneur's perspective, comes at an excellent moment. Innovation is at the very top of Europe's political and economic agenda. It is rightly seen as being one of the main drivers to improving Europe's economy. Last October, as the Commissioner for Research, Innovation and Science, I launched the Innovation Union Flagship, one of the pillars of the Europe 2020 strategy. And this puts research and innovation at the very heart of the Union's policy to boost jobs and growth. To reach our goals, the Innovation Union will use all resources and policy instruments at European, national and regional levels. It will involve all actors in the innovation cycle, not only major companies, but also SMEs in all sectors. The Innovation Union will improve the basic conditions that let entrepreneurs, SMEs and the rest of the economy flourish. An environment in which small and medium-sized enterprises can prosper is crucial to achieving the smart, sustainable and inclusive growth that Europe so badly needs. Healthy and dynamic businesses, especially SMEs, are essential to tackling the current financial and economic crisis. You are the backbone of the European economy. 99% of all European businesses are SMEs. They provide 2 out of 3 private sector jobs and contribute to more than half of the total value added created by business in the EU. Between 2002 and 2007, the number of SMEs in Europe increased by over 2 million, while the number of big businesses increased by a more modest 2,000 companies. Over the same period, SMEs were responsible for 84% of new jobs, which is bigger than their share of total private employment at 67%. The key to Europe's prosperity rests on the quality of its ideas and the ability to turn them into products, processes and services that people from all over the world want to buy. Our knowledge base, innovation and creativity are embodied by our scientists, our technicians, our designers, and especially by our entrepreneurs. However, still too few of our innovative SMEs grow into large companies. The Innovation Union aims to smooth the path of bright ideas to the market by reinforcing our knowledge base, ensuring sufficient access to finance, and by creating a fully functioning single market for innovation. For this to happen, of course, we need a regulatory framework that is innovation-friendly, that removes the obstacles in the way of turning great, excellent research and ideas into world-class products and services. We want to speed up the development of open and affordable standards, reach agreement on the EU patent at last, which is so important to SMEs, and make strategic use of public procurement to foster innovation. I'm confident that all of these measures will improve the conditions for our SMEs so that they can achieve their full potential. Yes, we want to provide the right conditions that help the so-called gazelles, the fastest growing, most innovative SMEs, to achieve their full potential. But we want to help all SMEs. The national and local environments in which SMEs operate are very different, and so are the different types of SMEs themselves, including crafts, micro-enterprises, family-owned businesses and social economy enterprises. The impressive list of participants in today's event demonstrates the diversity and strength of the SME sector. Policies addressing the needs of SMEs therefore need to fully recognise this diversity and fully respect the principle of subsidiarity. So we're working closely with Member States and regional authorities who know their own SMEs best to foster entrepreneurial attitudes and innovative mindsets and to make the business environment friendlier, both for existing SMEs and for any prospective entrepreneur wishing to start a new business. At the European level, SMEs are already key actors in the European research and innovation programmes. The 20,000 different SMEs that are expected to have participated by 2013 will make up the largest group of beneficiaries under the 7th Framework Programme. Recent studies show that participation in EU research projects gives them cross-border access to new knowledge, improves their R&D and technological capability, and enables them to bring new products and services to the market. The latest figures show that 14.5%, or more than €1.5 billion of the budget of the FP7 cooperation programme has gone to SMEs. And we're taking steps to improve on this, with earmarked budgets in the cooperation work programmes and a pilot action for demonstration activities in the SME programme. We will also launch by the end of this year an e-learning platform to facilitate SME participation in R&D projects and commercialisation of results. The Regions of Knowledge programme, for instance, offers major opportunities to SMEs that are members of research-driven clusters to get access to first-class research, because innovation engines in their regions and established business contacts abroad within Europe and globally. Until now, more than 21% of the successful participants in this programme are SMEs. I strongly believe that the support given by the Commission to clusters involving innovative SMEs will help them face global competition in key technological and economic sectors. While SMEs are already active in the Framework Programme, we can still do much more to encourage their participation. One way is to simplify access to EU programmes and to reduce the administrative burden to beneficiaries. This will be of benefit to all companies, but in particular to SMEs. The steps needed to simplify participation in the framework programmes were spelt out in a Commission communication adopted last April. I'm happy to announce that our commitment to simplification has already had practical results. 3 short-term simplification measures were adopted today. I'm confident that they will help boost SME participation in the 7th Framework Programme. Longer term, the Commission is considering putting in place an integrated and easily accessible EU funding system for SMEs, conceived from their perspective and tailored to their specific needs, with straightforward participation and financial rules. We also intend to propose stronger mechanisms for the dissemination and exploitation of results from EU research programmes, which should be particularly interesting for SMEs. As part of the Innovation Union, we're looking into increasing finance for innovative SMEs and growth-oriented companies in cooperation with the European Investment Bank, and we will build on our experience with existing mechanisms like the Risk-Sharing Finance Facility and the financing instruments under the Competitiveness and Innovation Programme. I will work hard to ensure that these too become more SME-friendly, and we will also build on the good start made under the Eurostars programme to support R&D performing SMEs. Access to appropriate sources of finance is one of the most significant constraints on business-led innovation in Europe. This leads to insufficient private sector R&D spending, which is the main reason for Europe's R&D investment gap, and more crucially, to a lack of financial support at the commercialisation phase for young, innovative companies. The financial market crisis and the ensuing economic recession have aggravated that situation, hitting innovative SMEs the hardest. This is one of the reasons why relatively few new companies in Europe have grown into large global companies over the past 30 years. For example, Europe invests about €15 billion a year less in venture capital than in the US. We must correct these deficiencies if Europe is to reap the full potential of its innovative SMEs.